And welcome everybody to this Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1 Battle Pass. So let's just quickly buy this Battle Pass and see what's in it. Here we go, it opens up and we automatically get the bread, obviously from the Kill Bill series, so we get some Uma Thurman. There we go. And let's take a look what's in the Battle Pass, shall we? So this obviously looks a little bit different here. So you can see all the skins you get. I'll just go through the skins quickly. So obviously they're just like a lion. I do like the hair. Okay. That's what we want. Marty McFly. Okay. So if we click on Uma Thurman, it gives us, okay, I'll look at everything else. See, they're chopping down the llamas, loading screen, nice little gold, black wrap, spray, katana, motorbike, another spray, another loading screen, katana, backpack, that's that. Some V-Bucks, who doesn't love V-Bucks? And obviously there you can get some other skin for the bride. We will look along a reward thing, another load screen, some more V-Bucks. The wrap is a bit. Oh, I don't think I will be using the skin, but it is kind of cute. Okay, so some stuff it looks like you need some blue blitz rumble for. Okay. Okay, here's the lion. That's pretty cool, you know. Nice little screen. The wrap. I do like that for a glider. Pineapple. And there's the skin. That is a very, very big pickaxe. Some more V-Bucks. Golden or silver, sorry. And there's this alternative style, which I think I prefer, to be honest. So some of these seem to be linked to other game modes, which is not ideal, especially if you don't play other game modes besides Battle Royale. That's the Contrail. Buying some V-Bucks. Glider. Nunchucks. Pickaxe. And there's the skin itself. Okay. If you click across, okay, so that's a nice little emote. Black ping. White version. The white version is kind of clean. I do actually like that. Let's go. Just recording myself. Mostly for YouTube channel. Glider. That's very, very big. The pickaxe is kind of small. It's like the wrap. No one's going to use that wrap. You can see the skin. I think people will use because it does look a very small skin. Again, that glider looks very big. That's not going to be used. Contrail. Some more V-Bucks. If it's a cat, I'm using it. That's nice. Actually, that's a nice little heart. Skateboard padding and there's her alternative skin. Marty McFly. A hoverboard emote with the pump up shoes. Yeah. Great Scott. Yes, I'll be using that. There's Marty's guitar. Loading screen with Peely added, and there's Marty McFly. Obviously, Michael J. Fox played Marty McFly. Wasn't the original casting for it. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of the person who was the original. They did film a number of scenes, but obviously, Michael J. Fox took over as Marty McFly for the 3 films. That's a very, very big pickaxe. And there's some more V-Bucks. It's not too bad. A flux capacitor and an alternative for Marty, which isn't too inspiring. No one is using that glider. Get a nice little loading screen. Bling. Okay. Pickaxe. Nice little sword. Not bad little wrap. And there's the skin as well. Obviously, is that gun thing on his back going to give him away? Most probably. Obviously, very film rated. Again, that does look like a very big glider. More V-Bucks. There's the action knife. And there's the alternative skin. And this is obviously your T100 Voyager's Cube. That's pretty cool. The wrap. See, I might actually use our cube for the back bling. Some V-Bucks. Doesn't seem to be as many V-Bucks this year. Glider again. Mostly wouldn't use. And there's the Voyager. Blue crack skin. Yeah. V-Bucks, load screen, V-Bucks, pickaxe. And then so we have a quick look at the bonuses, I guess. Obviously they won't all be released. Nice little glider there. Obviously more V-Bucks, which is what you want. Popcorn. And the auto stat is quite cute. And then that's it really. Obviously more Stealth Whispers as well. The wrap. Back bling. More V-Bucks. Banner, and there's another alternative style. Pickaxe, V-Bucks. Alternative style. Different surfboard. Shaka bar. Paddle is never going to be used. It's a cool spray, but again, and there is the alternative skin. And again, you can't see his alternative styles. Contrail. Emote. More V-Bucks. This little pickaxe. And there is the third style. Again, we can't go into anything else. So let's still look at the Battle Pass. It's really just Uma Thurman and Michael J. Fox. I really want from that, but I've got it, so let's work towards getting it. So let's get into our first game. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our... Oh, well, not around here, but I don't like that's gonna happen. We do have some snow, which I like. So let's end up in the snow if we can. I need to be as high up as I can. There's some flips, which is always fun. So we're gonna land where we can. Maybe hit this building up. can, and on a shotgun. Got some impulses. There we go. Pistol. Let's grab these slurps. Shotgun already. Obviously people landed down there. I think it's going to be a bit more gear off rip. Again, don't seem to have much in the way of meds. Let's get up into here. Open this up. Hoping for a few more meds, but there we go. Let's head over to see what's going on over there. Meds in here, please. Yes. I see the storm moves a little bit different aspect against some people over here. And there is a show of something.
Mission log. Someone else is making a play for the shards.
Okay.
I need to find out why. I could really use some help here. For the 7, we are what we
Someone
used to be.
walking up.
I miss my sister most of all. Okay, time to lock in on a mission. I'll scout the area and see what I'm up
There's
to.
our first to him. We're pretty much the full shield. No people doing running already as well, which is nice to see. We do have our first limb of a normal assault rifle, which I'm actually going to pick up because it's one of those things I know what I'm doing with it. Let's try and get into zone now. Storm is a little bit easier to see when you're in a storm. I see something going on just above me. I do have our med kit there, so I'm not too worried. And obviously we can slide all the way down here at good speed. We're into zone, so let's get our med kit. Get back at full health. Not really explore the map a little bit. Maybe actually get some mats as well. Obviously points of interest here. Pick up a couple of grenades. So grenades are back. It feels like to me it's been a couple of seasons since I've seen grenades. Definitely do have an upgrade of a shotgun. Head over where the fireman's going on. Obviously here I do not have a med so I need to be a little bit smarter. Let's look down onto the map itself properly. That looks pretty awesome, to be honest. We'll get down into you later. At this point, we're going to use our first time down this, and yeah, we can definitely troll there, or you can be trolled with building over the waterfalls. So we just hear shots from down here. A lot going on down there. See a few builds down there, but oh, that's okay. There's a hot air balloon. Winter zone. Run through this. We've got a few more grenades. We get an upgrade of our shotguns as well, which is nice. They've kept the glass animation from the Simpsons season, which I do like. Again, more waterfalls, so waterfalls is definitely a thing during this. Feel like I'm okay for meds. Again, collecting more parts. Soap and containers. Obviously take a scenic route down here instead of going down the waterfall. Again, this little upgrade there. Collect the parts. Not exactly sure what it's saying up here. Okay, so it's almost like the bounty boards of old. So we can go through this window, we can. And we can grab these barrels to get ourselves up to 100. Don't know why we didn't do that earlier. Okay. Not turned on the new building, have I? Okay, I have to change my keybinds for the building. So definitely won't be building here. That's something I'll do when I finish this game. So we're playing zero build in a build mode. Okay. Going zone. So I'm not really getting to see much of the map. So what's a full? There we go. What's a full, but we can't do anything, so it doesn't make any difference. That's elimination. 2 eliminations, but I can't actually see how many people are left. Okay, 10. I don't know if I like the new map setup, but we'll get used to it, I guess. There's lots of things I've got to do. They're saying hold L2 to build. Okay. Okay. And I'll go back to the normal system. Obviously that's going to be useful for some people, but they couldn't build walls really. So again, so how do I build? This has got those 2 builds, but no way of building that. Okay. In zone, we'll make our way over to our first town. See, open as many chests as we possibly can. Get some more gold. Hit more battles. Get all the XP. Collect more gold. I think very interesting. So, do you find our first PR? We died. That's just a great example of our first game. There we have it. And I will see you in the next one when we change some stuff around.